that we're starting. No, this is Toronto Mike's Barber, the one and only Andy Dinner of Your Neighborhood Barbershop, of Phantom Lung, the band, and then of. Now I'm actually going to announce this. I just started another new company. I'm doing grooming products for men, including pomades and beard products and all that, and that's going to be called Primal Grooming Co. So that's my announcement, actually.
That's the big announcement. You made it in the cold open.
I made it in the cold open. You gotta grab the attention early.
All right, so we're gonna learn that, and we're gonna learn why you are leaving the only place you've ever known, right?
Yeah, I'm stepping out of my nest once and for all. About time. It's a guy who I turned 39 in a week and a half, and I've spent almost 39 years all along South Etobicoke Lakeshore.
And now you're out of here.
Well, not yet, but yeah, that's the plan. Yeah, that's like.
Well, okay, Jimmy, I feel like this is one of those trailers. You watch the trailer and you're like, I don't need to see the movie. I got it all. You ready to go, buddy?
Yeah, hell yeah.
What up, Mike? Toronto.
I opened this too soon, I think.
How's that beer? Premium lager.
Tastes like it's a premium lager to me.
Welcome to episode 1867. 1867. What happened that year? I can't remember. Something happened that year. Of Toronto Mic'd, an award-winning podcast, proudly brought to you by Great Lakes Brewery. Order online at greatlakesbeer.com for free local home delivery in the GTA. Palma Pasta. Enjoy the taste of fresh, homemade Italian pasta and entrees from Palma Pasta in Mississauga and Oakville. Visit palmapasta.com for more. Fusion Corp's own Nick Iones. He's the host of Building Toronto Skyline and Mike and Nick, two podcasts that you ought to listen to. RecycleMyElectronics.ca. Committing to our planet's future means properly recycling our electronics of the past. And Ridley Funeral Home. Pillars of the community since 1921. Today, it's the return of Andy the Barber. He's my barber, who's leaving the only city he's ever known. He's moving away. We're going to find out why. Welcome back, Andy.
Nice to be here again.
Who's with us? I can't not acknowledge the fact there's a second Andy in the room. Are you cloning yourself? Are you duplicating? Who is this other Andy?
This man cannot be duplicated. This is...
often imitated, never duplicated.
Yeah, so my legal govy name is Andrew, and
right.
His name is also Andrew, but he's from the land down under, and he is... He's a film and television show documentary editor and documentary filmmaker.
And he's following you around.
For some reason.
I want to let the listeners know that there's another camera in the room that Andrew from down under, is that Rochester? Where's the land down under?
Land down under, what's that, Hamilton? No, he's from Australia.
He's from Australia. So maybe later in this chat, can I get Andrew on the other mic and find out a little more about why he's following you around?
Yeah, that's what I was hoping, because...
right. I'll do that.
Yeah, he'll be able to fill you in on why me.
Well, I got questions for you first, Andy.
Yeah.
So you're enjoying your Great Lakes beer. You're going to take some home with you.
Yes.
Fresh craft beer and brewed right here in Southern Etobicoke. And
Absolutely.
you just told me in that cold open, you've lived in Southern Etobicoke for about 39 years. Is that correct?
Yeah. I turned 39 April 3rd, and it's March 23rd. Yeah, so we're close to...
You've always lived in South Etobicoke.
Yeah, there was a period of time where for about a year I lived in North Etobicoke.
Like Rexdale?
Yeah, okay. It was like right. It's like North Etobicoke is just a nice way of saying Rexdale as far as I'm concerned.
Oh, Rexdale's a nice way of saying Rexdale. I like people from Rexdale.
Yeah. In small numbers, I guess.
But you're an Etobicoke guy your entire life. But
yeah.
Do you have a ticket? Like, is there an airplane ticket for you to leave this province to move elsewhere?
No. We're driving down.
Nice, you're driving?
Yeah, it's a nice, solid 14-hour drive. Haven't decided if we're going to do it in two parts or just tough it out and go all the way in one.
Well, how many drivers are there?
Two. There's going to be two drivers, so... It's definitely doable. I went out in October of this just past year, and my cousin and I I was like, I'm not driving at all. So my cousin drove 14 straight hours there. And
that's dangerous, man.
yeah, he couldn't feel his legs by the end of it. So.
Well, I did a 6 hour and then I had like a couple hours break and then I did 6 hours again. So I've done like the 12 in like a 15 and like in that, So I've done, that was to Montreal and back in like one sesh, but I don't recommend it.
No, I don't. No, definitely don't recommend it. Especially driving, in the middle of New Brunswick while there's no street lights or highway
and
lights.
There's moose.
There's moose, there's deer. Actually, like, not a fun fact, but my parents, when they were going to New Brunswick, it was around a year ago. Before, it was about a year and a half ago, and they were driving out to visit my brother and his my nieces and nephew.
Sure.
They're on their way there, and deer jumped out in front of their truck and did some serious damage, did like $12,000.
Are your parents okay?
Yeah, my parents.
That's
are
what
fine.
matters
because
I've got some horror stories for you. I won't even tell you, but you got to be careful in that neck of the woods.
Oh yeah, and that was the thing. Like at the end of this 14-hour drive, from like the whole last 2 hours is just like, if you're driving, you have one eye on the road and then one eye on the left side. And then if you're a passenger, you're just keeping to the right there, making sure that no deer decides that's a good time to jump. So we got through the whole 14-hour drive and we're like, okay, well, thank God, because this is the next exit. And we're getting off at our exit and right in the middle of the ramp, just standing there. Like we're already slowing down to do this turn on the off ramp. And right in the middle of the off ramp, this deer's just standing there, just staring at us. Like, didn't care. It's like it was asking for us to run it over. But
and I mean, these deer can get pretty big, but these moose, these are just like
the moose. Yeah, the moose is like, the best moose that you can see is not see one at all, because they are just mortifying creatures.
They're massive.
Like they're too big, they're too strong. They don't give a fuck. They don't care about you at all. They will happily kill you.
Well, listen, I care about you, Andy, and I'm still setting the table here. So, you're lifelong Etobicoke resident.
Yes.
But you just revealed that your parents are living in New Brunswick.
Yeah.
So, when did your parents go to the Maritimes?
My parents went there, and they went there just under a year ago.
Okay, because I'm going to collect these pieces and see how they all fit together.
Yeah,
okay, in 2025 or 2024?
2025, yeah.
Okay, your parents moved to New Brunswick. So why did your parents move to the Maritimes?
They moved to the Maritimes because they've had the exact same house my entire life. When I was born, my parents had just got this house, and when they left last year, they just sold that exact same house. My brother, he's been in the military now for 25 years. And he's very, very high up in the military, and they have the largest military base in terms of physical size is in New Brunswick. It's the largest military base in North America.
Wow.
Is in New Brunswick.
So it's all moose.
Yeah, it's like 3/4 moose in there, just like lurking in the woods, waiting.
All right, so basically, it sounds like, did your parents choose your brother over you? What's going on there?
My parents chose peace and quiet over me.
Okay.
They've lived here. They've done the grind that whole life. They raised 3 kids, and they're like, we don't need this house anymore. We don't want to deal with the traffic anymore. We don't want to deal with.
All right.
And it was like, and then they have grandkids now, and now their whole life thing, like the life goal, is basically let's spoil our grandkids rotten. So that's where they're at. My brother has 3 kids, and they wanted to be closer to them. So
okay, I'm gonna pop this can of Great Lakes. This is collector's item because the Fighting Weight Session IPA, it's all but done because it's going to be replaced by the Sunnyside Session IPA.
Sunnyside's coming back, yeah?
You know what? I got news for you, Andy. Hold on.
Yep. I know I beat you to it. I did mine during the cold open.
That's okay, man. I told you, do whatever you want.
I'm sorry.
We get what we do whatever you want. So Thursday, March 26th, which is literally this coming Thursday, it is called Sunny Day, and it's a province-wide Sunnyside Session IPA launch party. So Sunnyside Session IPA available Thursday. We're recording on a Monday. I love that Sunnyside Session IPA, but you won't be able to get it in New Brunswick. You know that. You're going to have to drive here and get it. Okay, so I'm still setting the table here. Remind the listenership. Well, first, let me remind the listenership that you were here for episode 1864.
Yeah.
Can that be right? No, that's not correct.
No.
Hold on here.
Yeah, because you just...
No, 1423. What
Yeah.
the hell am I talking about? February 2024, you came over. It was episode 1423. Here's the description I wrote at the time. Mike chats with Andy the Barber from Your Neighborhood Barbershop in New Toronto about cutting hair for a living, surviving the pandemic, his rock and roll dreams with Phantom Lung. You see why I have my Phantom Lung sign over here? Do you
The
see it?
original drawing, yeah.
Cutting Mike's hair, that's me, by the way, haircut jams, and then shit got real. You really opened up, and I think about that episode often because you were so vulnerable, you were so giving. And then when I found out that you're leaving me, because you're my barber, Andy, you cut my hair on Monday.
I'm sorry.
A week ago today. You're leaving me, you're leaving Etobicoke, you're leaving your neighborhood barbershop. I realize I have questions for you. So remind the listenership, what is your role at your neighborhood barbershop? Like, do you own your neighborhood barbershop on Lakeshore in Fifth?
I did own the barbershop from the day that it opened up until February 1st when I sold it.
Okay,
this is
the first big news here.
Yeah,
Okay, so
sold
you
the barbershop.
sold your neighborhood barbershop.
Yep, I did. It's I sold it, and then as of February 1st, I've been an employee there, and it's been weird as hell.
So you don't run the shop anymore, but you've been cutting hair there since February 1st.
I technically, still technically, I guess, it feels like nothing has changed in terms of what I do, because it's also me, showing everybody like all the things that I just came second nature, and I'm like, oh yeah, don't forget you have to do this as well, and in doing this, I'm just like, wow, I kind of forgot about how much I do that has just become natural now. And now that it's my final week of work, it's right now I kind of just had like a wow, it's real. This is my final
I'm trying
week.
to find out, what day do you start that drive out east?
I start that drive either in Monday next week or Tuesday next week. Well, I haven't fully decided, but it is Monday or Tuesday of next week.
What's your last day that you're going to cut hair at your neighborhood barbershop?
Saturday, March 28th.
So now that, we're pretty close, man. Like, we're doing an exit interview now.
Yeah.
Okay. No regrets. You still feel good about this?
Yeah. No, it's like zero regrets. And I have a big smile on my face while I'm saying that. I've accomplished everything that I've wanted to do here. I feel like I've always been a kind of guy that I will put my mind to something and I will go all in on that. I'll succeed at it. I'll get good at it. And then the second that I feel like I have succeeded, I feel like I'm like, okay, now
what's next?
Yeah. So, after some thought, I don't know what's next here. Again, one of my biggest goals was I wanted to start a storefront business in Etobicoke and run that, and I've done that for over 5 years now. And I'm officially now. I'm like, okay, what's next? And it's always, all right, how am I going to make this more of a challenge, or how am I going to make this more difficult for me? It's always like, I'm going to bite off more than I can chew, or I'm going to set a goal that sounds ridiculous and everyone's going to say, are you a crazy person? Or like, that's not a good idea. You shouldn't do that. And that's basically kind of what I need to hear in order for me to be like, okay, yes, then that is the right decision. If other people think that it's crazy or a dumb idea, or like like people are questioning it and I'm like, that's the right decision. That's how I know it's the right decision. Because if they start showing me any kind of shades of doubt, I'm like, all right, no, this is a spite thing now. I'm not going to prove you wrong. God damn it!
Lest we forget when you opened your neighborhood barbershop, COVID-19 in full effect.
Oh yeah. Like I think the second lockdown, or the first lockdown, had just ended about a month before, a month or two max. I don't even think it ended yet, really. It was right around that time, but I remember negotiating the rent for your neighborhood barbershop while the pandemic was first lockdown was still going on. And that was, and then again, you know, once the paperwork was signed, I started telling friends, I'm like, guys, like, you won't believe. And then I'm telling my closest friends, and I was expecting them to be like, yeah, dude, yo, I'm so proud of you. And then it was across the board, it was just like, are you like, that's a terrible idea.
That's the worst idea ever heard.
Like, are you serious? I can't tell if you're being serious, right? And yeah, I was. And, you know, just people say like, it's like, do you not know that there's a lockdown going on right now? And then the lockdown, you know, the first lockdown kind of came to an end there. And then I was still working at another barbershop, Baby Point Barbershop, owned by Alex DeFrancesco, one of my I would consider one of my greatest inspirations. He's one of the greatest people I've ever met.
He's your mentor.
Yeah, and like I even told him, I was like, hey, I just want to let you know, man, I just signed a lease for opening up my own shop. Are you cool if I like still work here and ask you for advice like while I'm still opening? So I would literally go to work, you know, like 11 to 7, and then after work I'd go to the shop and then just start doing renovations until like midnight, 1 o'clock, and then next day, you know, work from 11 to 7, and then, you know, rinse and repeat until I was getting really close. I was about, you know, like 2-3 weeks out, and then me and Alex were like, okay, cool, like this is like, it's time, like you need to focus completely on your shop because you're opening up soon. And so I owe Alex everything there, and then opened up the shop, worked for 88 days, and then that second lockdown happened, which was 220 days. And yeah, I think we covered all that.
We covered all that in February 2024.
Yeah.
But I do want to acknowledge that your neighborhood barbershop, which you no longer own, can't believe I'm saying that out loud,
Same.
it did just win like a prestigious award, right? Like it was recognized.
Yeah. So the 5 years of, I guess, voting eligibility that we've been open, your neighborhood barbershop has been voted by the Toronto Star Reader's Choice Awards as best barbershop in Toronto. And every year there's like the three prizes is like diamond, platinum, and gold for like 1, 2, and 3, as opposed to like gold, silver, bronze. And I was always, the first 3 was either like a platinum or a gold. So it was like technically like a second or third. And then in year 5, we took home the diamond, like the full number 1. But 5 years in a row, we've been voted by a Toronto Star.
But you were just voted number 1?
Yeah. We voted best.
Do you think that has anything to do with the fact you're Toronto Mike's barber?
I think, yeah, maybe it definitely had some impact, I'd say. Yeah, because like, again, like after the last interview, like there were a lot of people that like came in to like meet me and get my haircut.
You're a member of the TMU, man. Like I'm getting all teary-eyed over here thinking that you just cut my hair for the last time.
Well, I mean, like that's the thing. Like I plan on coming back.
Well, give me that detail before I cry.
Yeah,
save me these tears.
Don't cry. I mean, it's okay to cry, but just don't do it in front of me.
No more tears.
Yeah, Ozzy. Yep. Rest his soul.
Shout out to Ridley Funeral Home. That's what we say.
Jesus Christ.
You know, that's a new Toronto institution, just like your neighborhood barbershop. It's just like TMDS.
Yeah, they got good grilled cheese there, I heard.
They keep winning the grilled cheese award. Oh, yeah, I got Brad here on Wednesday. What's today, Monday? Brad Jones is here Wednesday. I'm going to tell him.
So funny to me every fucking year. Like,
Well, you know who's making that? The Franklin Horner people. It's really a nice community. It's a beautiful community thing. Like,
yeah, you get to. Oh, I know that.
They
they're
collaborate
not
with. Yeah, they're not doing it in the.
They're not like making like cremated grilled cheese sandwiches.
But it's a beautiful collaboration, like the Ridley Funeral Home and the Franklin Horner, which is just a tremendous.
And that's like one of the things I'm really gonna miss about.
Okay,
this
but
place.
before we get to what you'll miss,
yeah.
I'm still building this.
Sorry, I know.
But that's pretty awesome. So that you
spiral.
So it sounds like maybe like you only just learned you won this Toronto Star thing, right? Because there's no correlation between reaching the top of the mountain and saying, "What's next? I'm out of here." Like I'm trying to understand how you can be done. 5 years of building momentum, building up your own business. VP of sales gets his hair cut by you.
Yeah.
Like I'm telling you, like I know people who they swear by Andy the barber. So that's 5 years of your blood, sweat, and tears. I go there. Both my boys have been there. Love it. Love the way you cut hair. Look at this hair. Look what you did, man. That's a masterpiece. Hang this up in the Louvre, okay?
Yeah.
So tell me how you've reached the pinnacle. Like, how have you completed the dream? It sounds like you just are getting started.
Again, kind of going back to what I just said, there was like
I
once
gotta go rewind and listen back.
I'll repeat it. Again, like what's next? It's always a what's next. It's always how can I do it bigger? How can I do it better? And I mean, I did it pretty goddamn big.
You did well.
I killed it. Yeah, and that's the thing. Like I killed it. I mean, like how many times was I interviewed in like CBC, CTV, CP24, CTV News? Like I was on the CFRB, like formerly known as CFRB 1010 News Talk 1010, 680 News, all of that. Like the amount of times I was there, I've literally lost count. It's crazy.
You're the king of all media,
and that's it. It's like, what's next?
Okay, so now I know you teased it in the beginning, but now I need to know. Like, was it a difficult decision? Are you going there because you have a brother and you got parents there, so you have like a built-in support system in New Brunswick now? Are you escaping something? Like, are you like sick of this city that you've known for 39 years? Like, give it to me straight, man, while I drink my Great Lakes.
I never run away from everything. I always will fight until the death regarding whatever, and then it'll be like, okay, I'll have to take a loss, but everything's under my terms, It's not like I couldn't afford rent and I'm like, oh, the business is terrible. No, not like it's strictly a turning a new leaf, like what's like, again, what's next? What's go big, go home. There's nothing to run away from. I'm not the guy to ever run away from everything.
So you're not just sick of this shit. You're not tired of Olivia Chow's Toronto and Doug Ford's Ontario and like, I got to get the fuck out of here.
Oh no, I absolutely am. I am exhausted by how politicians are just actively trying to make everything worse from all ends in this province and country. And I mean, yeah, like I'm going to New Brunswick, so I'm not leaving the country, but the prices of everything here, there's no way to.
But that's international.
Oh, I know. Oh, yeah. Of course. And I'm not like, again, trying to, pick an easy way out. If anything, it's going to be like a more difficult endeavor because, like, aside from my family that also just moved there, I don't know. I don't have any clientele there. I don't have. I don't have hundreds of friends and thousands of acquaintances and, familiar faces there. I don't like, I just feel like I need that, like I go out, I step outside of my shop to get some fresh air for 5 minutes. And like, there's like 5 or 6 different people that I'll say, I'll stop and talk or like wave hello. And, I just like, I don't. Again, if it's something that's easy, then that's not for me. Everything needs to be some kind of challenge, and I feel like this is what that next challenge is.
So you feel a need to just change things up?
Yeah,
like you need a new chapter.
Yeah, I feel like a lot of my like love and excitement and drive for this area is just kind of like left me, and I guess seeing what's different, because even if it's just trying something different, like again, because like if it wasn't that like I lived here my entire life and moved 14 hours away, if I was like moving from different place to different place and like no, like what's kind of bigger than that? Like what's bigger than getting like picked up and dropped off in a completely different part of the country and to be like, all right, and go. I'm like, okay, I will. I'm gonna go.
and you won't be alone, because I remember you at a TMLX event and I caught you on the phone with your parents. Do you remember this at the bar?
Oh yeah.
So all that's just to say that you're close with your parents. Like you love your mommy and your daddy.
Yeah, that was the one that Snow was at, right?
Yeah, Snow. Are you kidding me? Snow was there.
The Informer was there, dude. Yeah,
absolutely.
And like, I guess I walked right past him, and you were about to introduce me to him, and I walked right past him. And if I knew that, I think.
Well, because you're both musicians, you maybe Phantom Lung could do a cover of Informer.
Yeah,
he'd probably guessed on it.
He'd fucking hate it. I would.
I don't think so. And later, I'm going to play some new Phantom Lung. There's going to be some Phantom Lung in this conversation.
Nice.
But okay, so
I'm sorry in advance,
39
everybody.
years. You're itching to do something different. Your parents have already settled in New Brunswick. They've been there a year. Your brother's already there. He's running our military apparently, and that means you have some built-in love and support there. So it makes sense that that would be your destination. Did you sell your neighborhood barbershop? Which again, is that at 5th and Lakeshore?
Yeah, it's between 4th and 5th on Lakeshore. Right. Yeah.
Okay. I was there Monday.
Yeah.
Love it. I walk by it all the time. Did you sell it to somebody so we know your neighborhood barbershop is in good hands?
That was one of the stipulations, like, of me selling it. I didn't want to sell it to someone who was like, oh yeah, like he has good rent and I'm just gonna wait till he leaves and then do whatever I want with it. I was like, no, like I want this shop to stay as close to exactly how it is, as is. All the stuff on the walls, most of it's staying. I'm going to be taking family heirlooms with me, but for the most part, I'm leaving a lot of the stuff on the walls as is. And
is the Campbell Soup poster going to stay up?
Yeah. Campbell's the stuff.
What about that moose?
The deer.
Is it a deer?
Yeah, it's
I got moose on the mind. Shout out to Moose
I know
Grumpy.
you did. Yeah.
The deer.
The deer actually, it was promised to somebody, and I am a man who fulfills promises. And I was like, just wait until I'm leaving, and then you can have the deer.
But it's in good hands. Do you want to name check the new ownership? Like who? If people go to your neighborhood barbershop in a couple of weeks, who's going to be there?
So the barbers that are going to be working there is Chico, Luca, and Timo. They're all fantastic barbers. Very, very good barbers. So like you're going to be in good hands for sure.
Well, that was going to be a question, but you told me a moment ago that you'll still come back. I heard you say that.
Yeah.
So what's that plan?
So again, like I'm going to be coming back maybe 2-3 times throughout the year for a week or two at a time, and just go and work at my old station for a week or two.
Do I get a heads up? Like, how frequently will you be visiting? I need to know who's taking care of my hair, Andy. Like, this is a serious thing.
Again, it's 2 or 3 weeks of every year.
Oh, I can't wait that long.
Yeah. Well, again, it's not like all. It's like going to be like, let's just say 2 or 3 different times throughout the year.
Okay.
I will be back for a week or two each time.
All right.
To do haircut, and if you follow us on Facebook or Instagram, just at your neighborhood barbershop.
Right.
If you follow it, there will be a post saying Andy's coming back these days and the schedule's open. Book now. So yeah, if your heart is set on it, follow the barbershop on
your neighborhood barbershop,
the social medias
on Instagram. That's what I do.
Yeah, you can keep updated on that.
Okay, so I am excited for you.
Thanks.
Like, where can I go to follow along as you settle in, and then we'll dive into what you're going to be doing there.
I actually, just let me pull it up here. I apologize. I'm gonna pull up my my new Instagram I started.
Oh, you have a new one?
Yeah, I started up a new Instagram page, and it is under. So Instagram.com at hey, watch me dig a big hole.
Hey, watch me dig a big hole.
That's it.
Okay, so I recorded that so I can go back and listen and then follow you on Instagram.
Yeah, that's going to be my new, that's just going to be following my hole digging activities.
Okay, so before we find out what you'll be up to in New Brunswick.
Yeah.
Phantom Lung.
Yeah.
That's not breaking up.
Well, yeah, like as a band,
I can only take so much bad news in one
as a
Toronto Mic'd episode.
As a live performing band, yeah, we are broken up. I decided I'm slowly just going to be, because I have like an entire album's worth of music written, and I'm going to self-record and self-release it. It's still under the same name, but it'll just be me again. That's how it started. It was all me. I did every instrument. So the new single we just released, Target Rich Environment, that's a recording with
You're like Tame Impala, like it's one guy.
Is it? I didn't know anything about Tame Impala.
I think so.
Is it really?
Or Five for Fighting? Wasn't that one guy? Yeah.
I don't even know who that is.
Okay, well, come on. I'm here to educate you.
Yeah, no.
Can I ask
every day's a school day.
The documentarian
ask
in the
him.
room, Andrew.
Yeah.
Do you like Phantom Lung? Have you heard any Phantom Lung? He gave it a thumbs up. So, and by the way, that is, I can open that mic if you ever did want to talk. Well, maybe swing it around here. Yeah, there we go. Hold on here. You don't have headphones, but that's okay. You don't need headphones. All right. So just.
Maybe he does.
All right. You stick on your headphones. He's trying to film here. We're going to hear the Aussie accent here.
Yeah.
Because I'm dying to know why the hell you have a documentarian following you around.
I'm still trying to figure that out.
Okay. So let's hear you, Andrew.
How's it going? I'm the other Andrew.
Yeah, he's killing it. So far, so good, buddy.
Andrew, you've listened to Phantom Lung, Andy's band, and do you listen to that and think, "Oh, I dig this"? I dig this.
It's I'm into heavy music. That's probably at the threshold of the kind that I enjoy, but I can see its strengths.
Well, I pulled the most recent single from. Tell me if I'm wrong. Target Rich Environment.
That's the one. Yeah.
Okay, so I've got it here, and I've been listening to it.
Yep.
I think I hate it.
Thank you. Perfect. Like
I don't see any redeeming qualities at all. I find it I'm going to play it. It's a wall of noise. I'm going to play some of it. So I'm going to do a trigger warning for the listenership. If you
anything else for the next 2 minutes.
If you want to fast forward 2 minutes.
Yeah, now's the time.
I'll bring it down at some point because it's cruel and unusual punishment. But this is Target Rich Environment by Andy's band Phantom Lung. This is the newest single. Hold on. What the fuck, Andy? This is, I would think you'd play this for people you're trying to torture. Like, I do respect you, and I just want to understand. Like, so, it's a bunch of noise.
Yes. Yeah.
You're yelling.
Yeah.
But there's no melody.
Zero. No melody. Keep melody out of metal music.
You must be a very angry young man, is what I'm wondering. You're a very angry young man.
No, I'm not angry, because I play music like this.
So is this a release? I know we talked about this the first time, but I was excited to dive into the new single, and then I remembered, oh yeah, that's right. This is what Andy makes.
Oh yeah, this is insane people music.
When I come to get my haircut at your neighborhood barbershop, you're listening to music that we both love. I'm going to play a song in a minute that you told me is one of your favorite songs of all time.
Mm-hmm.
It sounds like fucking Mozart compared to this.
Yeah. And I mean, I don't know what song you're going to play, but...
No, I don't want you to even guess. I'm just going to play it in a minute.
I hope so.
But tell us how this helps you release aggression, I'm guessing.
I wouldn't even say like aggression. I'm not sitting there like a brooding, I hate the world kind of thing. It's like... it's more like severe ADHD, like untreated ADHD, is probably the best way I can explain it. I will put on music like this with headphones to fall asleep to. Like, I find like a peace and calm as opposed to any kind of anger or like frustration. Like, I'm a very just, I try to leave people alone. I don't have any. Again, like I don't sit there and brood and be angry or anything like that. I'm not like while I'm writing this music, I'm like with like scowled eyebrows. Like I literally like I'll be writing something and I'll be like, oh yeah, okay, yeah, that has that kind of works, and then that's just what it ends up sounding like.
But there is an audience for that. Like Andrew here, for example, but there is a collective of people who are looking for that. So the genre, like, death metal or grindcore or death grind is kind of what it's
subgenre, I guess, is like death grind would be kind of what it's called, and it's gaining in popularity every day. People are always looking for something more or looking for something more extreme, and or it's the other way around. People are looking for something more calm and something more soothing, and people that are looking for that, pushing the limits of intensity in music, like this is literally it. And
Okay.
I'm okay with that.
So when you record any piece of audio, as you know, you get this waveform, right?
Yeah.
So I'm looking at the waveform, and it looks pretty healthy. We're on the good mics. You're in person, healthy waveform. But do you see? I don't know if you can see this part.
Yeah, it's just like a bar.
It's a block.
It's just a block.
It's just a fucking rectangle.
Yeah, it's just there's like a pause in the song, like a transition part, and then back to the block. Yeah.
So I guess I'm wondering, how do you write a song like that? Like, is it just like I'm gonna go fuck shit up?
No.
Do you write that? Is there writing involved?
Yeah,
Do you compose that song?
And this is the thing. This is the thing that's like, the most stupid about the whole thing is I will sit there and I will write a riff.
Yeah.
And then I'll be like, it's not right yet. It's not perfect yet. And then like I'll kind of shelve it and then come back to it a month or two later and then be like, oh, okay, I wrote this other part that I can like kind of piece from that and add to that. And like there's a lot of intricacies and nuances within every single riff that when I have my distortion pedal on, you can't fucking tell any of it. So like
I'm taking your word for it that there's a riff in there.
I put so much into like every riff to make sure that there's no weak riffs, and you can't even tell what the riff is because it's just so heavy, and the screaming and the drums hitting as fast and hard as you can.
Okay.
And
But have you considered? Okay, look, I just watched.
Probably not. No.
I just watched Man on the Run. Right, this is Paul McCartney's post-Beatles life, basically.
Yeah.
Mainly the 70s. Like, did you consider not having that distortion to 11 and maybe letting your riffs and your?
No, never for a second. No, no, you don't sacrifice the heavy. You don't.
Jeez.
You don't. Yeah,
I think that's too heavy for Midtown Gord. Okay, I think that's heavy shit, man.
It's yeah. That's the thing. I've always like wanted the heaviest and the fastest, and like, as I was telling Andrew,
Yeah. Oh yeah, we're gonna get back to Andrew. I got a question.
Last time I was talking with him, and I was like, I'll never forget the first time my next door neighbor Angelo was like, "Hey, I want to show you something," and he had his speakers on full blast, and then he puts on the first track of the album "Great Southern Trendkill" by Pantera, and the album starts out with a like a long scream with like and a fast, heavy guitars and blaring drums, and I remember I was literally like the second I heard that I was like, what is this? And I love it. And where can I get more? And
yeah,
that was literally the day that.
But I've heard Pantera. Pantera is the Beatles compared to that.
Yeah. Well, again, like that's how it started. It started with Pantera.
Right.
And then
it's a gateway.
And then it was what's heavier, what's faster, what's louder, what's more aggressive, what's angry, and then after years, this is kind of Phantom. It's kind of where it's at.
And
at this point.
Live performances are going to be, I guess, on hiatus, but you're still creating the music even in New Brunswick.
Yeah.
Can I play a song?
Absolutely.
That
Your show.
So we listen to music throughout. Like you've got a playlist and you're playing songs, and usually I'm shouting out who the artist is. We have a good time listening to music at your neighborhood barber shop, and a song from, I can't remember if it was this song or another song, but a song from this Canadian band came on, and you declared to me what I think is the mind blow of the episode. You declared to me, I think, something like the greatest band in the world or something like that. Okay, I'm going to play it, and then we're going to talk about them. Okay, you ready?
I'm wondering who this is now. I never. Yeah.
Broken record again. The needle skipping and repeating, never reaching the end. You know you're bitching and complaining like you got it so tough. We're sick of all your crying, will you ever shut up? So keep bleeding your fake blood till no one even sees it. If that's the best you can make up, it
but if I can correct you there, I said the greatest Canadian pop punk band.
Okay.
Yeah, and if I'm gonna go one step further, I'm gonna say the best pop punk band of all time.
That's pretty close to what I said.
Yeah, you didn't specify. You just said greatest.
Okay,
band
so
of
greatest
all time.
pop punk band of all time.
Yeah, we all know that Steely Dan is the greatest band of all time. Show some respect, please. But
Well, so is there anything further from Phantom Lung than Steely Dan?
yeah. In terms of like what I listen to.
No, I mean,
Or-
it's just interesting that your favorite band is Steely Dan.
Yeah.
Peg and I mean Steely Dan, and then you're
Michael
making that.
McDonald's my hero.
But that's like yacht rock now.
Yeah. I love yacht rock, man. Like, yeah, Doobie Brothers. The second that Michael McDonald,
Kenny
joined-
Loggins.
Yeah, Kenny Loggins.
Toto?
Christopher Cross. Toto's first album is flawless. I cannot stress that enough. Toto's first album is a absolute masterpiece.
Okay, I got to introduce you to my buddy Stu Stone. Okay, I'm making a
Stu
note
Stone.
here.
Fucking- that's
Next
such
time
a
you're in
fucking
town, you got to
cool
meet
name.
Stu Stone.
Stu Stone.
Well,
Yeah.
hey,
What's that?
Stu Stone had an MTV show with Jamie Kennedy, and they put out that album. So we're talking big leagues here, brother. This is blowing up. Okay, he had a big, couple of big jams: Circle, Circle, Dot, Dot, and the Running with Saget. Okay, so there it is. Now what I need to I got to give you some props here. I actually thought, Andy, you were going to come in here, and I thought you were going to come in guns a-blazing, and I thought you were going to shit on FOTM Amber Morley. I thought you were going to shit on our mayor, Olivia Chow. I thought you were going to shit on Doug Ford. Like, I thought you were just going to go off on this fucking neighborhood in this fucking borough of this fucking city in this fucking province and say, peace out. I'm going to Buffy my ass in New Brunswick.
Well, I don't have to do that anymore because you just did it for me. So thank you very much.
But that's what I thought you were going to do.
You know what? There's a period of time I was like, that's it. That is what I'm gonna do. But like,
Okay.
you know,
But then the camera showed up.
No.
Andrew showed up, and you had to soften your
oh no, I had
approach.
No, I will never ever.
said
do
no
that.
real talk now.
I'll never soften myself. It's more, I guess, for me, what it's become is more like if you haven't noticed that already, then that says more.
But
about
notice
you.
what? Like I'm legit, Carrie. We live in the same hood, right?
Yeah.
I mean, I'm in New Toronto right now. Like I've chosen to raise a family here. They go to school here. We had Super Sunday at Mimico. I know that's Mimico, but at Mimico Arena, you could throw a rock from there to New Toronto. So like this is my neighborhood. Please be specific. Like, is there like obviously your parents and your brother, they're in New Brunswick, and you're gonna start it fresh, and there's a new chapter of your life, and we're gonna talk more about this big news that you teased us in the cold open.
Yeah.
But I got the sense just chatting up that you've had it with this city.
I absolutely have. It's definitely not.
I want to hear more details about that before we move on.
You see, like I was making jokes during the last election about how I was gonna run for Toronto City Council for South Etobicoke Lakeshore, and I kind of I was just like, nah, like, because again, every politician is great until they start doing their fucking job or lack thereof. And I was like,
Okay, let's set the table though.
Yeah.
We had a long time greasy AF counselor named Mark Grimes.
Yeah, Mark Grimes. Yeah,
Mark Grimes.
Yeah,
Mark Grimes. Yeah.
yeah,
I see what you did there.
yeah.
And it's tough to beat an incumbent in municipal politics. But
Absolutely.
the last election, FOTM Amber Morley defeated Mark Grimes.
Yeah, and honestly, I remember making this joke on some like a Etobicoke community group there, and I was just like, Amber Morley can do absolutely nothing and do a better job than Mark Grimes, and I swear to God, she read that comment and took that. Like, she's like, okay,
So
cool.
can you
good
be
to know.
specific? Only because I can literally I can pull these clips and on the mics I can get her to respond. Can you please be specific of what it is about Amber Morley that's irked the heck out of you, Mr. Andy?
Well, what can you name one thing that she's done that I should be proud of or happy about?
Okay, well,
Nobody
you can't,
can.
You can't
That's the thing. I've asked so many people, and I remember one time.
I mean, she got me my bluer bike lane that I wanted.
That's
so
the one. That's the one thing that one person said, and like that's it. I've asked dozens of people. I talked to hundreds of people for half an hour.
But what is it that you're looking for that she hasn't delivered?
Just anything. I'm looking for something positive. And the only person that said anything good was you about a fucking bike lock.
Yeah, she gave me my bluer bike lane.
You know what I mean? Like,
oh, yo, the lock. Oh, yeah. She gave me my locks outside of Mimico Arena.
That's it. That's fucking it, dude. Like, that's literally it. And I've been trying to find something, and I can't. I legitimately can't. And regardless if it's just like, oh, tell me all the bad things. Tell me something good. Has not happened. I've been waiting. And waiting. No one has been able to answer that question. I would like to ask her, but apparently she doesn't even answer emails or.
I can text her right now.
Yeah,
maybe I'll get her to come over. She lives in our hood.
Yeah, well, and I would love for her to explain to me what she's proud of that she's done.
Do you see other ridings in this city better served by their councillors, and you see, oh, look what that councillor's doing for that riding?
I don't focus on other areas. Etobicoke's my area. It's always been my area, and I keep my eyes on my own paper here. Again, like with the amount of customers that I talk to every single month, and I get not one of them has ever said anything good. It's always only ever been complaints of some kind.
Do you think she'll be defeated in we're going to the polls this October? I believe it's October, but it's this year. Do you think she gets defeated?
I pray because this area needs someone who you see walking around. You need like this. Like,
I got it. You see her. I bump into her in the wild in this neighborhood. She lives.
I know. She lives on Lakeshore. Apparently, I wouldn't know. I haven't seen this woman in 5.5 years. I haven't seen this woman in 5.5 years. Though.
I bump into her all the time. Okay, what she needs to do is switch barbers. She should be going to your neighborhood barber shop.
Well, now that I'm not going to be there, yeah, she's welcome. I guess. Like, but that's the thing. Like, again. I can't think of anything good.
Hey,
you can think of a bike lock.
Well, so I can think of a bike lock. I can think of a bike lane.
Mm-hmm. And that's the thing. You say the bike lane's good. Everybody I talk to hates that fucking bike lane.
Who are you talking to?
People who drive. People who drive to come to my shop. And people who drive in the area. And they're like, cool, that's just one less lane that like nobody uses. Like for half the year you can't use it because there's snow, and
I use it all year round. Yeah. All right, listen, you don't like the bike lanes?
No.
Okay, I respect your opinion on it. You got free air here. No editing will happen in this episode here. You're not happy with the performance of your city councillor, Amber Morley.
No.
She needs to do better.
She needs to do anything.
If she wants your vote, she's going to have to do better.
She's going to have to do anything. She has to do something.
You know, it's funny. I have, Amber's running for, she'll run for councillor again, I'm sure. But we have Olivia Chow versus Brad Bradford in this city.
Mm-hmm.
Will you be here to vote?
No.
Do you have a preference there?
Just get her out, man.
Well, that sounds like a Brad Bradford endorsement.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah.
Get her out.
Yeah.
So, let me just tell you, I will be happy to share with the listenership that Nick Iones, who's a proud sponsor of this program and has the two great podcasts I shouted out in the intro, Building Toronto Skyline and Mike and Nick. I'm on that one, by the way. You can listen for more of me if you like. But he is hosting a conversation with Brad Bradford on April 2nd. So check out the Fusion Corp's Nick Iones and Brad Bradford fundraiser. You can find more information if you Google that, or if you go to Facebook, you can find it. But yeah, so shout out to Nick Iones. Also, recyclemyelectronics.ca. Andy, you know that's where you go if you're... if you have old cables, old devices, old electronics.
I have so many.
Well, you know what? Before you move, why don't you go to, trust me, go to recyclemyelectronics.ca, stick in your postal code, and find out where you can drop that off to be properly recycled. Cool. Like, do it.
Actually,
it's easy.
I will do that for you.
Well, do it for me, do it for you, do it for Mother Earth, damn it.
Yep. I will.
Okay, and one last thing here. I know you're not here for long, but can I send you home with a large frozen lasagna from Palma Pasta?
Can I talk about this
Yeah.
pasta from last time? Because you gave me this pasta last time. I have a
Go
tale
nuts.
I have a tale to tell.
I'm listening.
Oh God. Okay, so last time I was here, after I finished the podcast, I got invited over to a friend's house, and I was like, "Oh, cool. Have you eaten yet? I have this lasagna we can make." And heated it up, took it out of the oven, put it on top of the oven, and we walked, let it cool down, and then the dog jumped up.
Oh, I didn't know where this story was going. The dog got the lasagna.
Yeah, the dog loved the lasagna. Wow. Every last
dog approved
fucking morsel of it. Yeah. Like, so I didn't even get to enjoy the dog was well fed.
I was wondering where that story was going to go.
Yeah.
I will send you home with another lasagna today. Palma Pasta sent over another lasagna. They didn't realize the dog got the last one, or I would have scored you one earlier. But they'll take care of you again this time.
You know what? It's about losing is learning. Okay, so I lost that day. I'm not going to let that happen again.
Don't you dare.
Okay.
Okay, now real talk. So Andy, we've known each other a long time.
Yep.
This is your second time on Toronto Mike. We're losing you next week. You'll be driving to New Brunswick, where you're going to live.
Mm-hmm.
You've sold your neighborhood barbershop.
Mm-hmm.
We're about to find out more about you. You said in the cold open something about launching a men's care product line.
Yeah.
Hey, tell me about that. But then I have something I've been curious about since you arrived. So please tell us more about that.
Okay.
Before I ask about that,
if you insist. Okay. So let's take it back. Let's take it back about 10 years ago or so. Okay. I owned my own beard care grooming line. It was called the Northern Beard Company, and we did beard oils, beard balms, conditioners, waxes, all that kind of stuff. So they just specifically hair care products for men's beards. We ended up getting contracts with Rexall, Urban Outfitters, HomeSense, Winners Marshalls.
Wow.
Yeah. Like it was a big deal. And then there's I guess fastest, quickest way of falling out with my business partner, and he kind of just ruined and buried the business overnight. So that's actually how I got my foot in the door with becoming a barber, was because I was selling these products and I was going to different barbershops all the time. I was in like a different barbershop like multiple times a week, talking with barbers, talking with barbershop owners, selling my product. It was a successful business. And once that came to an end, I was like, it was one of those things where I was just like, yeah, okay, I got really good at that. Well, what's next? Instead of, I'm going to sit here and wallow. And then that's when I, was like, you know what, I love being in barbershops, and everyone in that I know that's a barber, which is now like dozens upon dozens of them, all love their job. And so it seems like such a good environment. I'm like, maybe that will just be like a smooth transition. So that's how I ended up starting my barbershop apprenticeship, was due to the fallout of that business. And once I sold the shop here, I was like, okay, well, I'm going to start doing that again as well. So started up a new company, ordered all the materials, the production materials, all the raw materials, all the bottling and jars, packaging and everything like that. And we're going to be launching it next week. It's looking like
what's the name again? What's the name?
It's called Primal Grooming Company. So if you go up on again, the Instagrams, Facebooks, it's Primal Grooming Co. is the tag. primalgroomingco.com, Instagram at Primal Grooming Co. So
well, then I got to write this down.
Yeah,
because I'm excited that Primal Grooming Co. future sponsor of Toronto Mike.
Yes, yeah, of course, yeah. Again, we're gonna be making beard care products, because like that's what
Do I have to be able to grow a good beard?
No, because we're gonna be doing pomades as well. So yeah, we're gonna be taking care of the hair on top. Yeah.
Okay. That's exciting. So you can do that from New Brunswick.
Yeah. I already have. I've already been tweaking, redeveloping new formulas and new products, new formulas for new products, and it's just going to be launched.
Look at you.
Yeah.
You're like a Renaissance man.
You just always got to be doing something.
Musician, hairstylist, business owner. Now you're launching these.
Another business owner times 2.
True.
Yeah. Well, I guess just one now again. So.
And you don't have a partner this time.
I do have a partner. Okay. Yeah. So I do have a. I do have a partner.
Trust this guy?
Absolutely. Yeah. So we're keeping like.
Did you trust the last guy?
I did at a time, but again, losing is learning, and you learn to read flags and assess accordingly. And
once bitten, twice shy.
Yeah.
My, once bitten, twice shy, babe.
You keep on bringing up songs all the time. I'm just like, what are you?
You're a bit younger than me. You're a bit younger than me.
Well, yeah, I guess, yeah, technically, yeah.
So you've been here an hour now.
Yeah. Oh, really? Has it been an hour?
Yeah.
All right.
And we've mentioned Andrew's in the room. He's got a nice Aussie accent.
What?
Yeah. He's got a camera, like a real camera there.
Yeah.
He's been shooting footage. Mm-hmm. But I don't feel comfortable with my sense of what the hell Andrew's doing. Like, you did ask me, can I bring a guy? He's going to be shooting me for this whatever. Yeah. And I'm like, you can do whatever you want. I'm going to do my thing, and Andrew can do whatever he wants. And is Andrew? Yeah, Andrew's mic is open. So you can both, now you're both on the mic. Like, who met who first? What the hell? Andrew, not Andy. Andrew, what the hell are you filming for?
I think I'm still in the course of figuring that out. I've got an intention, but what it'll be is still yet to be seen. But no, I'm a customer of Andy's as well, like you.
You got a good head of hair on you.
Great head of hair, but the cowlick's fucking...
But I got cowlick. That's
not
a sign
like
of
that.
gray hair.
Not like that. I'm not even gonna lie to you here, and I'm pretty sure I told him this. I was like, I've cut thousands of people's hair, thousands, and he is in the top 3 of the worst cowlicks of any man I've ever met in my life. But it works for him. I help make it work for him, right?
Okay, so so Andrew, are you sitting in Andy's in his barber chair there, and he's cutting your hair, and you're shooting the breeze, and does he say, hey, I'm out of here, I'm peacing out, and you're like, I need to capture that story? Like, what is the impetus here? What's the catalyst?
Yeah, pretty much that. Like, I'm actually
It's a good guess.
I'm an editor by trade, so I'm not actually a documentary maker. I'm sort of just I'm currently cutting documentaries, but I want to go and do my own thing. So I was kind of on the lookout for like something small that I could try and take on. And I'm like, this guy's a character, as you know,
of course,
as your viewers know.
You don't get on Toronto Mic 2 times unless you're a character.
Yeah.
So I reached out and I said I'd love to follow you in your final weeks here and see what comes out and see what I can make of it. So that's what we're doing.
Yeah, he sent me a message on is it Instagram or did you text it?
Yeah, I slid in his DMs.
You slid in the DMs, and
that's what I do.
And like literally, I think he ended. I'm not gonna pull it up or anything, but I'm gonna see if I can just remember. But it was like a couple of paragraphs, and he's just like, if this sounds stupid or just I'm sorry, just forget about this entire message completely. Something like along those lines. I was like, nah, dude. Honestly, like, we have nothing to lose. If you reached out to me,
Billy Talent, nothing to lose.
That alone is a compliment that he thinks that there's potentially a story here. And we've been we've had a couple hours at a time filming, and there's zero like vision towards. There's zero like, okay, there's zero narrative. There's zero like, okay, we want to.
Well, he's not making a reality show. You know what I mean? Like he just wants you to be Andy, and he's going to capture it.
I think he's over reality shows.
That's what I do for money.
Can you name any names? What's going on?
So that's it. I'm balancing the passion with the. So I churn out like the kind of shows that your wife watches while they do the ironing. Last thing I worked on was Canada Shore. I don't know if you've seen that. The new MTV
No, but I'm not the. Oh, so that's like I know.
Yeah, it's like Jersey Shore for
Shore.
Canada.
Okay.
Meanwhile, I think they should have just called it Lakeshore, huh?
Oh, that's
no?
what everyone says. Well, so everyone has a problem with the name. Like that
Yeah.
was the big issue.
And there's
Yeah.
a bunch of Mimico drunks or something.
Yeah. It's just like, hey, let's just film at Lucky Dice, you know? That's what it
You know what?
should
I
be.
don't think I'm not the target audience for this stuff, but I'm not surprised we have our own version of. When I was in England, where was I? I was overseas and somewhere they had Geordie Shore, which was like the England version of
the
Jersey
Newcastle
Shore or whatever. Yeah, but so you're making like reality shows, like your 9 to 5, and then now this is to scratch your own
reality
creative itch.
and some. I'm doing like an Amazon doc series at the moment, so I'm kind of in that world of cutting docs. So I'm.
Well, what are you cutting? What give me? I need.
It's a sports doc. It's not announced yet, but it's going to feature. I don't know what I can say. It's a hockey documentary for Amazon.
Really?
But yeah, as I get rounds and rounds of notes from executives and producers, I just think, what if I could just do it my own way? Like,
yeah. Well, you know what? You need the side hustle, and then you need the 9 to 5 or whatever.
Yeah,
but,
exactly.
But that hockey doc for Prime, I know they got that NHL deal. That sounds interesting.
I didn't know about that. It was a hockey thing. I'm excited about that, but I know probably we won't be able to like.
Probably
talk
already
about
said
it.
too much.
Yeah,
He's gonna beg me to
Getting
edit that, and
getting
I'll
nervous, yeah.
refuse.
Yeah,
I'll
just
refuse. So
like-
Andrew, big deal. So how long you been shooting Andy for, Andrew?
How long's it been?
Since last Sunday? No, was it?
I've got 5 days of shooting on my computer. That's the last folder I put in there. It was day 5. So
Oh, okay, yeah. So guys, yeah. Over the last since last Sunday, I guess there's been 5 different days that he's and like one day would have only been like an hour and a half or 2, and then the long one was Friday where we did like 5 hours, a single interview for like 5 hours. At least it felt like it.
So Andy, do you find yourself at all modifying your behavior because you realize there's a camera on you?
No, never have I never will. I ever.
Many people do.
I know that, and
It's tough to forget it's there.
that's the thing. Like I know that it's there. And I feel like I've always felt comfortable in front of a camera because
Because you're handsome?
I was a child actor too.
Well, tell me a bit about that.
Yeah, like when my
Stu Stone was a child actor.
your
Your new best friend.
Stu Stone, yeah. Again, coolest fucking name. But my mom, the way that she put it was like, yeah, people just kept on telling me, like, they're like, you need to get that kid into acting. Like, that kid's a character. And my mom was like, people keep saying it. So I ended up, I guess my mom brought me to some agents, and then I just started being in like commercials and like small TV shows and things like that. Like I even
Can you name check? I gotta know. Like,
I have an IMDb page. You could pull it up.
okay, I didn't know you had an IMDb page.
yeah.
in the TV movie Flowers for Algernon.
Yeah.
So I just sent an email to Sony Pictures, whoever it was, trying to get a release for the
really?
doc. So
There's also there's a TV show Twice in a Lifetime I was on. If you type again, you'd have to do like Andrew Dinner if you're on IMDb.
The thing is, there seems to be multiple, but let me.
There's only one.
There's only one.
There's
Okay.
only one.
Were you in Bake Sale?
Yeah, that's the one.
Okay,
yeah,
then we got
that's
the right-
actually
okay.
a small student film I was asked to be in like 2 years ago.
Okay, bear with me.
Yeah.
Okay, you're best known for Bake Sale,
Yeah,
Earth Final Conflict,
great show.
and Tracker. I had no idea, Andy. Like
Yeah.
this did not come up in your first visit.
There's always something, man.
Okay,
There's
so you're a
always
musician. You are an actor. You know what? You are sort of, in my opinion, you are the Stu Stone of hairstylists.
There we
okay?
go.
That's the highest-
Barbers. I'm not
Barbers.
styling.
Yeah, my apologies.
It's okay. It's okay. I'm not offended.
I'm thinking of Gary Chowan, another FOTM. He'd be more of a stylist, I think. Here, you won an award.
Yeah. Did I? Which
Yeah,
one?
it says
I
awards.
won tons of awards.
But you won an award
Which
for
one?
your acting called the January Award for Best Acting in Bake Sale.
Yeah. I didn't know that.
It's a mind blow right now. I
Yeah,
can't believe what
yeah.
I'm seeing here.
So because I also used to do stand-up comedy. I did this I did this before the pandemic, and I just kind of like stopped during the pandemic, and I haven't done it since or anything. But when I was doing stand-up at the first barbershop that I was working at, somebody who worked there's friend wanted to get into stand up and was like asking me questions and everything like that. And this kid Kirby Sloan, who
There's a name for you.
Kirby Sloan, I know, yeah, Kirby Sloan. That's his name. He actually wrote that Bake Sale movie. So when I helped him, this Kirby Sloan kid, get to do his first few stand-up comedy shows. I got him onto his first few shows there. And I guess like as a thank you, when he was writing Bake Sale, he wrote a character like based around me. And he's like, it's based around you. So like, I would love it if you did that part. And I played a kid's father. And I was like, I was like a drug dealer teaching my kid how to also deal drugs, and like it was a very short role.
Very autobiographical.
Yeah, yeah.
But you were in. I see here you were in Anne of Green Gables. The continuing story.
Yeah, I was. Yeah, I was in that. I had to have an accent and sing a song, Farewell to Nova Scotia, in it. And there was like a vocal coach that came to teach me how to sing in an accent.
But okay, because that would not Prince Edward Island, but Nova Scotia, you're telling me.
Yeah. But okay. I guess it was like a Scottish accent that I had to sing in.
Well, this is why you're heading to the Maritimes.
I guess so, yeah.
Okay, so Andrew.
Yes.
This footage.
Oh no, I'm Andy.
Andrew.
Sorry,
okay. Andrew. This footage you're taking, like, should this ever appear anywhere? How will I ever get to see what becomes of this footage? You've been following them all week or whatever. I don't know what the plan is, but at some point you'll probably make a short something or other.
Yeah, I mean, I'll have to cut it in my own time, which will take a little bit. But then, yeah, I'll try and enter it into some festivals and see where it goes, and it'll end up online somewhere. So I'll pass it on.
See if I can win any more awards, you know?
Holy crap. I don't even know what to say. I do know that I've loved having you as my barber.
Yeah, it's been fun, man. Like there's so many like amazing, interesting people that I have met through there. And like I wouldn't even call them customers. I call them like my friends. I love it when that person comes in and like we just like giggle the whole time. And but yeah, again, I've met some insane people. I've cut some pretty interesting characters for hair, and I love every single memory that I got in that place, you know. And yeah,
are you going to be cutting hair in New Brunswick?
Yeah, I've reached out to a couple shops. I'm not going to be opening up my own barber shop there. I just plan on working like, you know, part-time, 2 days a week maybe, just to like, you know, something to do while I'm out there when I'm not digging. Just to, you know, so I don't lose it, I guess you can say.
Okay, and then what you said about 3 times a year, you'll make the trek back to South Etobicoke, and you'll take some clients at your neighborhood barbershop?
Yeah, again, and if, you know, the schedule and timing works out, whoever's able to book in with me and like to say hi or anything like that, you know, I'll be back. It's not like a fuck you, I'm out of here. This is, again, all I know. This is my neighborhood, man. Like, and I'm gonna be back, and I am gonna be slinging those tools.
And it is exciting, right, to take a leap into the unknown.
Yeah,
and start anew.
Yeah, a lot of people are terrified of new, of change, and I absolutely embrace it. And if it's something new, that means I can make it my new, you know?
I'm going to miss you, FOTM Andy.
Yeah?
Big time.
I'm going to miss you too, man.
You know, I walk that strip all the time, and I love seeing you outside between cuts, and I'm going to miss bumping into Andy.
Or being silly in the shop. And
honestly, we're going to miss you. The whole neighborhood's going to miss you. The city's going to miss you.
Is this a farewell song? Is that what this is?
Amber Morley's going to miss you.
Yeah? That sucks. I'm sorry to hear that. Feelings not mutual.
I like both of you and Amber Morley.
Yeah? Who would you pick in a fight?
Oh, don't fuck with Amber. What are you talking about?
Set up a charity boxing match.
How was this for you? Did you get everything off your chest you wanted to get off? You're not going to go home with any regrets that you didn't say this or didn't say that?
Any regrets? Any regrets? No, not a single one. Not a single goddamn regret. Everything that I've wanted to do, I've either done it or while attempting to do it, decided I'm not gonna complete that or like that's not for me. But everything that I've accomplished in my life, like I'm happy with how it turned out. No regrets, because I wouldn't be here talking with you right now.
And that brings us to the end of our 1,867th show, 1867.
1867.
You know what happened in 1867?
Isn't that something about Canada?
Something about Canada,
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Or wait, that was the last time the Leafs won the cup, right?
That's why you're going out Maritimes.
Yeah.
Leafs suck.
Yep. I'm just gonna I'm gonna become a Dallas Stars fan now.
It's your funeral, brother.
I know. Well, they have a Pantera as their goal song, so
Okay, there you go.
it all comes full circle.
Go to TorontoMike.com for all your Toronto Mike needs. Buy a ticket. Do you know I'm playing the Elma Combo on May 21st? Did I tell you that?
Yeah, you told me that, and then I told you that I once played a sold-out show at Elma Combo with my old band in high school.
Always one up in me.
You gotta, if you come from a position of strength, strike.
Buy the tickets, everybody, to my Elmo Combo gig.
Do it. Buy the fucking tickets.
May 21. Much love to all who made this possible. Again, that's Great Lakes Brewery, brewed right here in South Etobicoke, Andy's Old Hood. Palma Pasta, you got a lasagna. You're not going to give this one to the dog. Nick Ieni's, RecycleMyElectronics.ca, and of course, Ridley Funeral Home. Their podcast is called Life's Undertaking. See you all tomorrow, and my special guest is Dan O'Toole.
No way. From like TSN?
There's only one Dan O'Toole.
Did you know that?
He's got good hair.
You know that? So Jay and then Dan. Dan O'Toole is my like second cousin. Yeah. I swear to God. Or as Al Silvestri likes to say, I swear to God. Yeah, I swear to God. Yeah, he's my second cousin.